Hey, good afternoon. Hey, Ken. Nope, it's not the wrong time. I just had to go get some water. And I was like running down the steps to get down here. So, hi. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my quiet corner. It's usually pretty quiet in this corner, but today I think I'm going to make a little bit of noise. There's some things that I want to do, and in order to do that, I got to use a hammer. And using the hammer, it's going to get kind of noisy, but not so noisy. But I'm here and it is Wednesday and this is my time. Sometimes other people do run over. It happens, especially when you're trying to respect, the time zones of other people, but and your friends. So you try not to go over too often. But anyway, crap happens. So what I decided to do today was to do some leather work. Um, it's a mixed media version, and you do lots of different things when you use leather. Hey, Carol, nice to see you. So that's what I'm going to do. This is one that I've done many, many years ago. I can't tell you how long ago, but I I hand carved this and painted it. So leather work is a bit of mixed media. It can be a mix of putting all kinds of things together, whether you're adding it to wood, whether you're adding it to fabric, to weaving, which I will be doing as well. So you'll be seeing a little bit of my leather work being incorporated into my weaving, my woodworking, my carving, you name it. It's going to be appearing because I have a sewing machine that can handle the thicknesses. You thought this was a mime channel? No, not quite, Betters, not quite. How are you today? So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to be doing a little bit of woodworking, a little bit of stamping. I have never done the stamping. Hey, View. I've never done the stamping before. Usually I just would put an impression onto my leather. So you saw my cute little face somewhere. Somebody's cute little face. You know that voice? Yeah. I didn't hook the second camera up today. Quiet corner. Oh, aren't you being a silly boy? Anyway, so what I've done is I've pre-cut and I have wet my leather because you need it to be wet to be able to make it conform to the shapes that you want it to be in. So that's what I did. Hey, little bro, how are you? That's my brother. So you guys better be good. He'll kick butt. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And I just thought this would show you a little bit of what the outcome could be. I did have a journal that I had made, and I had given that away for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And actually, Waynona won my hand carved leather, well, not the hand carved one, but one of my leather field notes covers. So this is where we're going today. Hey, Janet, how are you? So I have an ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. And I'm also going to be doing some hand carved ATCs as well. Hey, Cricket Colorist, how are you? Hey, Roy, nice to see you. It's probably pretty late there. So I do have the ATC size, and then this one I've decided might be postcard size that I could be sitting at work. Aw, thanks, little bro. So I thought I would do a postcard size and possibly mail it. So that is what we're going to do. So I've never done the stamped ones before, but I thought, I have a lot of 2008. 2008. All right. It's late. It's probably about 7 or 8 o'clock there, probably, at night. Yes, Roy's carvings are definitely amazing. I do a little bit of carving myself. I've carved this little chicken and I painted it. I've done a couple other carvings. This is one of my other leather, hand carved leather that I've done. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. So, yeah, that's the only one I have here. The rest of my stuff is out in the shop. 808, yes. I thought I was. Actually, it depends because if you have a thicker leather, I leave it soak just a little bit longer, like this one, because this one is almost an eighth of an inch, and now this one's an eighth, and this one's a little more than an eighth because it's a little bit thicker and it's a little bit harder. So I usually leave the thicker leather sit just a little bit more, which I need to pull them out right now because they've been sitting in there. And this leather circles that I have here I'm going to be using to create the cupcake challenge with the Shoop's woodworking. So, and then I have another ATC size here that I wet because I figured if I'm gonna wet it enough, no, you do not wait for it to fully dry. You wait until the sheen has come off it. So this is still a little bit wet, which I need to wipe off. I have a piece of paper towel because it is just a little bit too wet. And this is a piece of uh, marble that I will be working on. Now this one's really nice. You can see it's wet, excuse me, but it's not saturated. It's not saturated. But yeah, this is one of my very first carvings that I've done, along with this one. And I have done multiple, which when I get my photos, when I find my photos, I will list some of the things that I have done. Uh, the other thing that the cupcake challenge, the Shoop's Woodworking is doing it, and it's either carved or some are doing resins. Hi, Kelsey. Some are doing whatever else they work in. I'm going to do mine out of leather. So I thought it would be kind of neat to do that because leather is pretty easy. I did start carving one, but hey, Billy, but I don't know, it's just not, I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. So I thought, yeah, I will just work with my leather. Could have done it out of paper or material, fiber arts. And I thought, no, I will just I'll work with my leather. So what I thought was I just got these fishing stamps and I've never used stamps on my leather before. And I have my archival ink, which is acid free, permanent, and waterproof. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I only need it for a guideline. So I'm not worried if it goes anywhere. So I thought I would use this because I just got it and I thought it would look really cool doing it on an ATC. And leather, you can also paint leather. Now I have leather paint and I have fabric paint, and I've also used acrylic ink. Now, with the acrylic ink, you have to be careful because when you use acrylic inks, they crack. And if your regular acrylic paints, if you use that, they can also crack if you don't put either a fabric conditioner in it or you thin it out some and just do very thin layers. So, but I was going to do wood, and then I thought, I will just pull this out and we will work with leather today. So I try and figure out what fish I want to do because I haven't done it. I could do all the fish, but no, I think three would be enough. I think three will be enough. I don't have my, here it is. I was going to say my stamp holder, but I do. So please do subscribe to each other. We have a lot of new channels in here. I'm sure you would really enjoy seeing everybody's different types of hand carving, woodworking. Some are also a bit of art as well because there's painting involved, there's design involved. Wayne's World Unlimited. Hello. Nice to see you. So I put my stamp on here and I am just going to use the black ink and we are going to see how this is going to work. And I'm going to do one fish at a time because if I would do all the fish, the other ones would probably smudge. And I really don't want them to smudge. And I'm going to move this one off to the side until we get this one going. And I think I'm going to put this fish right here. I don't want it near the end, but I also don't want it. Hey, Zen Jen. It's nice to see everybody here. We have 15 people in the house. That's awesome. Please share it out if you can. I've hit my goal of my 1,000 subscribers plus. You would have to school. Yeah. So this is looking really nice. Let me hold it up so you can see it. This is I stamped it on here. This is just giving me a guideline for what I need to do as far as cutting in the shape and then using my tools to create the design in it. So the first thing I usually do is, which I'm looking for, which I don't see. Oh, there it is my knife. And this is a swivel knife. Same here. Thanks. Yes, you guys are getting close. A lot of you are getting close. And that's awesome. My next goal is to reach my 4,000 views, which I am only about 1,400, so I still have a ways to go. So what I will do now is I am going to just cut along the outside of this fish using the outline from my stamp, because you could draw this on there if you have. The other thing is, I was watching Roy this morning and he had out some really cool stencils. Now, mind you, this is a skin. You can burn, thanks, Kelsey. You can wood burn, laser cut, and different things onto it, but be prepared. It does smell. Oh, wow. On TikTok. You're on TikTok. I'll have to look for you. Hey, Judy. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody. So sometimes, different things like this take time. And you have to just work with your leather. If you see that it's getting harder to manipulate, that means you have to wet your leather. What am I making? This is an ATC, an artist trading card, but I'm making it out of leather. I am going to be making the cupcake challenge from the Shoop's Woodworking. So that is coming up. But I just wanted to get my bearings because the last thing I carved was the field notes journal that I made. So this is an artist trading card, and what I will do then, basically like our stickers, we have our stickers that we all trade. Well, these are also trading cards. So if you do woodworking and you have a piece of uh, basswood and you cut it to about a quarter inch thick on your saw, or an eighth if you can, then you can hand carve that and trade them because they fit into the baseball card sleeves into the books and stuff. So this would fit in really nicely. Let me just zoom in so you can see a little better of what I'm doing if I can. Ooh, here we are. We've got I don't know how that is. You can actually see where I've cut because it is a very much a darker line. So this is really good because I have never done this with a stamp before, but I thought, let's just give it a go. Now I am going to start outlining some of the details that are on the fish, like its mouth, its gills, and its outline of its body and its fins, because when I get into that, I'm going to be using these different tools to manipulate the leather. And right now this is the quiet portion of doing leather work. So it's getting there. You can see it. You can see where I've cut because it's moved the leather away. So now it has all kinds of little designs and stuff in amongst its scales. Hey, Aubrey, nice to see you. I am going to now do the outside because I want to move the leather away. I want the fish to pop up. Hey, Ray and Sandy. I'm not sure who's there, Ray and Sandy, or just Ray or Sandy. It's nice to see you. So the other thing I'm going to do is manipulate this so that the leather pops up. So that is something else that I'm going to be working on with different types of pictures. So what I need now is to push the leather back along the edge. And what I'm going to do is pick something like this, and this is a beveler. They come in all kinds of sizes. So I have big ones, little ones, and even wider ones. So the tools all have a purpose, and you need to use what's best. So what I'm going to do is grab my hammer. I do have two. I have a new hammer that my son had just bought, and then I have one that this hammer has been with me since I have been about 18 and 19 years old. So basically this hammer is was my cousin George. He's the one who taught me how to do leatherworking. And this is a rawhide hammer, and this hammer is well over 50 years old. So I could use this one, but I need to reface it and fix the edges because it's pretty worn. So that little puppy has been around the block, but we're going to use the new one. And now because I've put my lines in, I'm going to start at one side and I'm going to put the tip of my tool into where I've cut the leather, but I'm going to face the bevel so the straight edge is this side and it bevels out because I want to push down next to the fin and then work my way around the edge. And I hope this isn't too loud because I haven't really done this for a while. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying seeing this and don't mind a little bit of tap tap tapping because it's not a quiet it's not a quiet little project. And then I will show you the difference. I think I need a square face one, so I'm going to swap that out and grab another one because I don't like how that's rounded. So you can go back and redo. When you get the hang of it, you can just gently glide your tool along the edge, just like so. Now I'm going to hold this up so you can see the difference. You can see where I've hammered right here, just along this edge. You can see where I've hammered compared to the rest on how it pushed it back. It's going to start popping that fish out. Your ears, oh my God. I'm so, I didn't even think about headphones. Sorry. Your ears. You smart ass. Oh, let me just turn some people blue here so they can get to other people as well. I haven't, I just started getting new people coming in, and the groups that I've been hanging out with, we've all been turning everybody blue so they can go and find the channels so people aren't having to put in everybody's links. As much as I appreciate it, I do appreciate it very much, Kelsey. But so as I'm going, because I want to keep going before my leather uh, dries out, because it's best to do it when it's wet. I should say damp. So I'm sorry if I'm hurting your ear bones. But you can actually see the difference in where it's coming. Oh, it was just basically to so you can go to find other people easily. That's all. But I will do that if you want me to. No worries. No worries. So, no worries, Wayne. No worry. It's all good. I know not everybody likes that, but I just was trying to make it easier for everybody. No worries. All right. So we're just going to go around the fish, and it doesn't take that long as you go. And then once the leather starts drying and you go back, it gets rid of all of the little in-between bumps. And I know you really can't see that. Oh, no worries, Wayne. It's fine. It's not that you're responsible for anything. It was just to make it easier to get to other people's channels. That's all. So that's what we're looking at. I know it's really hard to see, but as soon as I get around, I'm going to do the inside to get the designs, and then once we get the designs on the inside, I'm going to show you how to create the fish looking like it's coming off of the leather. And I know it's hard to see when I'm hammering and trying to stay out of your way so you can see what I'm doing. I haven't done this live, really. I've mostly done this doing a video because I wasn't sure how the noise would have been. But then, after going to a bunch of woodworking channels and you're using all the machinery, it's not as bad as you think it is with noise. And I do have my marble piece on a padding. So the padding is helping to eliminate the sounds that would really be happening if I just had it on my desk. So we are making an ATC, which is an artist trading card, which a lot of the artists make, and usually it's out of paper or fabric. I've done both, and this is the first time I'm making one that is leather. I've seen other people make them out of leather, but I have not. Now you can see where it's pushed back all the way around the fish. So now what I'd like to do is take a different tool that will create a little bit of texture. And that one I think I'm going to use because I want to use it around the gill area. Think I'm going to use this one. And this one, you can't really see it on here, but you can see it has texture on it, and it's like a grid pattern. So these grid pattern, it almost looks like it's scales. So I'm going to take the smaller of the two, and I'm going to work in and around the gills. And you just go gently because you don't want to hammer it too much because then you're flattening out your whole piece. So now I want to turn this one this way so I can go in this side and have that piece stick out because that is where the gill is. And I did cut that. So it will take that. And now I don't know if you can see this because it's very different. You will be able to see that there's now texture next to that gill, and it's raised the head part up. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's not that bad. So now there is the lines that are coming down in the fish. Hey, Marty, nice to see you. And I'm going to use a different style, a little bit bigger. Now this one is fat on one end and skinny on the other, but it still has that grid pattern. You can see it shine. It still has the grid pattern. And I'm going to put the fat end up near the top of the fish and have the point pointing down. And that is going to give me the look of the 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 colors and the scales coming down. I've never done this before, so we're all seeing it for the first time. But being that I've used the leather working tools before, I know kind of what I'm looking for to make the fish stand out, or the type of texture that I'm looking for. Now I do have another fin that I forgot to cut, which is fine. You can go back in. My leather is still damp, and you still want it damp. So now I'm going to take and go back to my other one that I had and go around my fin that's there because I want that fin to stick out. And this is what I'm going to do for the cupcake challenge as well. I'm going to be putting the textures and everything in and around the the cupcake itself and have it do its little zigzaggy thing and then make a nice little spiral top. So now the eye, I'm not going to cut around the eye because it's very, very small. And you can see the textures that has happened in this fish. And that was just because I used the grid pattern. So I'm trying to get you to be able to see everything, but it's really hard. All right, so with the eye, instead of cutting around the eye, there is a tool that has a very tiny, very, very tiny little circle on it. And it has a little design around it. And I'm going to use that for the eye. So I'm just going to put it where the eye is and give it one hit. And that basically brings the eye out a little bit. So that's looking pretty good. Now I got to do the rest of my little scales that's in there. And with the scales, I think I'm going to use something that looks like a little hoof, a little foot. And it has a little point and little ridges on it. And you can barely see it, but that's what we're going to use to fill in the rest of the little designs. And I'm going to aim it that the small part is facing the eye of the fish and just do little bits, just hitting that top part just to make it look like we have scales. And I'm not doing it very, very hard, but just enough to give the essence of a fish scale. So now I want to do the fins. We've gotten all of that, and you can see the difference in the fish from the beginning where we started until now. And it's looking pretty good. I don't know how well you can see. I'm looking at a teeny tiny screen that's about 3 feet away on my monitor. I should have made it bigger, but I didn't. But anyway, now we're just going to carve in a little bit of the fin lines. And you don't have to do all the fin lines. You can just do a few. The lines that are there from the stamp are basically just for guidance. Husky fluff fluff. And just go with them. Like you don't have to do every single line, but give yourself a space and just keep going and follow the direction that you've put there. I gotta do a little bit in here, a little bit on the bottom fin, and then on the front fin. So there we have the fish. The fish is totally carved, and now I want to do a little bit of rounding out around the edge. And to do that, you need, where are they at? Oh, there they are. I have these little stylus. These are ancient as well. Husky fluff. She's shedding so bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the outside of my fish just to bring that out just a little bit more, and it rounds in the body as well. When you're pressing against it, it rounds the edge of the fish, so it gives it more of a design and a rounded look. So you're actually going around and over your fish like multiple times. So it's just not like a one and done, because you have to go in and around all of your design areas. And I do have smaller ones, and I do have spoons. So where I went in here, I'm just going to create that and have it show up just a little bit more. And now to get this fish, hey Trevor, nice to see you. Hello. And now to get this fish to stand up just a little bit more, I have this is for glue, but I am going to push out the back, and it is going to stretch the leather up. It might even need to be wet just a little bit more, but I'm going to just push on it. And that makes that fish stand up rather than being a flat design. It will raise the fish up off and give it a 3D look. And you can actually see how it's forming and coming out. It's really hard to see with that light, but it is actually starting to pop out. So that's not a bad little design. I'm just going to go a little bit further here around the edge because I want it to stand out just a little bit more. Now you could take your tool again and you can come back around. If you wanted to put another design around the fish, you can. But I think what I'm going to do is just take my flat one again and try to push the outer edge down a little bit more so my fish pops after pushing on it. So you just have to keep manipulating the leather until it starts popping out. And I probably do need to wet it again, just a little bit. But it is a process. And you could take this and you can add, leather pieces to your woodworking, like I said, or your stitching. I know it takes a lot to create, but it is fun. It is relaxing. And you just sit here and you just tap, tap, tap away. Yesterday was a busy day for me. I missed a lot of lives yesterday. Yesterday I went to the vampire and didn't donate, they took some blood. So get my tests done. I had a wonderful ECG done. And I'll tell you, they don't forewarn you when you go to do those things. When you go for an ECG, it's an echocardiogram. When you go for one of those, They don't tell you that, you're gonna have to roll your pant legs up, and if you don't wear pants that the pant legs roll up on, you have a hard time because they have to put stickers on your legs as well as your body, and it's like, "Holy moly." So so the past couple of days has been like, just, waiting and trying to get things through your system that, processing crap. So, but you can see the back and you can see how it goes in a little bit there. It's really hard to tell. The lighting sucks. Let's see if I turn this on, if that helps. You can see, oh, there, look. That's better. Look at that. They didn't give me a gown. They gave me like a little top thing and said, you leave your pants and socks on, just roll your socks down and your pants up. And it's like, okay. Yes, this helps a lot so you can see the difference in the on how it is. You can see how it's standing out. Look at that. There you can see how it's standing out against the front of the leather. But yeah, it's coming along. It's looking pretty cool. Nice little fish. And now the next step would be yeah, I know. Should have said, "Hey, we need more light." But yeah, it's getting there. You can actually see, and that was from a stamp. And then you could take and you could do your own little designs. You can give them bubbles, the thing that you used your eye for. You can take and put little circle stamps, not stamps, but with your tool, your circle tool, and create little things. You could also, if you don't have, yeah, you could do just about anything. But we can do that fish. Um, and I just took one of our stamps, waiting for it to turn its head and start singing. Oh my god. But you could take your other stamps too as well and pick and choose what you like. And I think we'll go with the next the next fish. Lots of letters. Oh yeah, me too. I have all that stuff. All that stuff. What did I just do with it? Holy crap. One, two. I set the darn fish down. I don't know what I did with it. Alrighty then. He's not on there. Well, that fish just blew the coop. I don't know where he went. I could have swore I just took. Oh, there he is. He's blending. Wade in the water. All right. We got another fresh stamp. But many years ago, I used to make a lot of belts, wallets, purses. I've made wallets. Like I said, this is one of the wallets that I made. It was right in front of me for fur. This is a wallet front that I'm going to put together that I've done, painted. You can actually see it now, and it's sealed. And this is the eagle. This is one of my first ones. It got damaged in the move. It's like, well, crap. But anyway, so let's put this fish this way. All right, Kelsey, have a good day. So, and the process will be the same as this fish, but you can actually see the difference now between where we started. You still have it, the one with the tractor trailer on it? So you can see how they look, where one has design and one is flat. You can actually see the different textures. Yeah, I just made Bob. Kathy had ordered Bob a wallet with the fishing design, so I had done that one. I do have a lot on my Instagram and also on my Facebook page of the different things that I've created. So please do, check out and go to my Instagram and you will see all kinds of things. And that was years ago. So you have to scroll way back to, it's because you haven't used it, huh? That's because you haven't used it. So this is the same that we're going to do this one as we've done the other one. And it won't take as long because I'm not going to have to explain everything I'm doing. And the swivel knife is really nice because you just, zoom right along and it just moves. Which these are also good for, when you're doing carving for stamps as well. These knives, they do a great for outlining. That's true. Hey, Yulan. So I'm just going to do some of my little cuts for my fins that are here for the eye. And we are good to go because now we've got the outline and you can see the outline. So I'm trying not to wet it too much because I would like to paint it. So I'm trying to get things done as fast as possible. But you can see the amount of time and work that goes into completing a hand-carved leather object. It's not just, okay, let's just put it on and we're done. So I want to do this fish, and then I'm thinking about what else I can do as an edge around the back of my fish. See what kind of design I can do either around the fish or I can do an edge around the outside of the ATC. And everybody knows I do have channel stickers. So if you have a channel sticker and you want to swap stickers, my email is in my about section. Send me your address and I will get back to you and we can swap stickers for our channel stickers. I have gotten quite a few. I have some to send out. I will be doing that later. I'll be getting all of them together and put in the mailbox. So I do like to do that, and I'll be making a nice board to display them on, which will be nice. And now I want to go around here so the face stands out. And the fin. I hope everybody's enjoying this. This is something, you know, a little bit different, and it's not something you typically see unless you follow a lot of channels that do leather working. So we have, now I want to do, I think I will do the fins. I will put the lines in for the fins. I know this is maybe not everybody's cup of tea on what they were expecting to see today, but I appreciate everybody being here. Now I can do the eye. And now we can do the scales. So now we're going to do, I'm debating if I want to do this one or if I want to do another style. Oh, I think I'll stick with this one and just hit the tip of it in and create a scale look. And then what I can do is when I do this, then I can come in and push this one up. So that was the scales. And I think I'm going to dampen the back a little bit. I'm just going to dip it in the water quick, just a little bit. Aw, thanks, Marty. So I just dampened it just a little bit. And you do have to watch, because sometimes when you use certain materials and stuff, if you're not careful, they can leave an impression into your leather, because it's it does move very easily. All right, so now we've done that, and I want to move and create this back part to come up some more. And I'm using the ball from the stylus to push the leather up to create my 3D fish. And I will do this one again because I now have more water on here for it. But it does take time to create, just like if you're using glue and, you know, stuff like that. It's all right. Now we got to go around the outside again. And I think around the outside, I'm going to take and use one of these small lines. This one just has lines on it. And I think I'm going to go around the fish with the lines, because I think that would look nice and give it a look of floating. You know, give it a little bit of a background. like a little starburst look around the outside of the fish. And that way it also gives it a little bit more texture. And you know, watching, I cannot go to the next step after this right away because of it has to dry before I can paint. So what I might do is do an impromptu tomorrow and come back and finish the ATC. But today I've got to finish the all the carving. So I want to go around this one again because I did push that up to try and create it 3D. And it's called molding your leather when you're pushing it and manipulating it so it stands out, so it's more 3D. And when it dries, it'll look so much nicer because then you will have the fish standing out more so. Missed. So what's everybody else been doing today? I've just been hanging out doing nothing basically. Watching some YouTubes, gone to some lives. Left some lives, went to other lives. Had to get all my stuff pulled out so I could do this today. You can see how they stick out from the leather. You have never watched this, Benner? Cool. Yeah, I've done this since I've been, oh my God, like I said, about 18, 19 years old. So it's been a very long time. And then I had my son also does some of this. What did I do with my eyeball? There it is. I want to put some bubbles for this guy as well. I think I'm just going to do 2 fish on this. You're having lunch with me? That's cool. So you can actually see how they do stand out a little bit, which gives it a little bit of dimension. And now I'm thinking around the outside. I'm not sure what I want to do. We could make some grass grow down the bottom. We could add some grass. Just make it go up and down. I'm not going totally to the bottom because I want to do a design around the outside. And I'm not sure what I want to do yet around the outside. I only brought over limited tools. I just was trying to use what I had in my thing here, but I do have a selection of other tools that have lots and lots of designs on them. So what I'm thinking is I may hold off and use one of my other tools for the design around the outside because I would prefer to use a scallop, but not but one with lines in it, and I don't have a scallop here. But I do have triangles. I could use triangles. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I will leave it rest and then come back tomorrow and then we can paint it and I will do the design off camera around the edge. And tomorrow when I come back, we'll paint we'll paint the fish and the ATC and we'll see how that goes. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I am going to leave it here for now. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I work on leather and create different designs and things like that. So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I appreciate you all being here and spending time. So I will see you tomorrow. So from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much.